Was your husband there?
يبقى له يودال سويدنا وعين السكا وكاد وسنكاد عبال سر المفنانة دلان ساق عرم حلانا كما حلانا يدي ودني كعلها هنا يرول جراج النساء.
Was there a lot of blood?
عبالله ما قلت عندي سندقر عبالله يدي.
Female genital cutting in Africa has been and remains an issue of great controversy. Female genital cutting, as defined by the World Health Organization, includes all procedures that intentionally alter or injure female genital organs for non-medical reasons. This often entails partial or total removal of the external female genitalia. While this is a widespread practice in many regions, particularly in Africa, affecting an estimated 100 to 140 million girls and women worldwide, it has no discernible health benefits. Furthermore, FGC often leads to multiple medical complications, ranging from excessive bleeding and painful urination to complications during childbirth. There are several types of female genital cutting, which will be discussed in this presentation. The first is type 1, often referred to as clitorectomy, which involves the removal of the skin surrounding the clitoris. The second is type 2, also known as excision, which involves the removal of the entire clitoris. The third, called type 3 or infibulation, entails the removal of the clitoris and part of the labia, with incisions on the labia majoris to create raw surfaces which are then stitched together to cover the urethra. With this said, one must ask themselves, what cultural influences perpetuate this practice and continue its use throughout the world? To explore this, we've decided to take two countries well versed in FGC and examine their cultural justifications and reasonings behind genital cutting.
Women can die during childbirth. Why does it still happen?
صلاة نودي قرّي ننسى كم بدك كالله يدحرو.
كهكلالنا عبيسنا دي كم بدك كلاه. كبر بكرة كيف كلاه.
كبر محاي كم بدك ليه أنا لا بهلا دي جبت ساكو عايبسايد.
كلها فرعنا يانا عبيسنا هدي.
ولا بها عايبسا مسبتها كم بدك كالله.
The first country we'll explore is Nigeria. Today, Nigeria is one of the most highly populated regions in Africa, with a population of over 150 million people. It is a Muslim-dominated country with colonial influences of Christianity, primarily in the south. In much of Nigeria, circumcision is a societally expected practice among women. These practices, however, do vary among societal and cultural groups. Data taken from the Ahmadu Bello University in Zaria, Nigeria, suggests that among the three main cultural groups in the area, the Hausa, the Igbo, and the Yoruba, 51, 0, and 5% respectively practice clitorectomy, while 13, 88, and 83% respectively practice excision, and lower percentages of 0, 13, and 7% practice infibulations. While these cultural groups are Christian, Muslim, or a mix of the two, surveys show that generally only 5% practice FGC as a result of their religion. Instead, it is generally done due to societal expectations, to improve marriageability, as a result of tradition, and in order to make oneself more aesthetically attractive.
Are you going to do it to your daughters? Did you do it yourself?
Ethiopia is another country that frequently practices FGC. Ethiopia is the second most populated region in Africa, with over 83 million people. It is divided into 9 ethnically based administrative regions and 2 chartered cities. Among these regions, 5 are most notorious for practicing FGC. These are Somali, where 100% of women undergo infibulation, Oromia, where FGM rate is 99%, Afar, where it is 96%, Ambara, with 92%, and the Southern Nations Nationalities and Peoples region, where there's a reported rate of 54%. The reasons behind female genital cutting in Ethiopia also focus around cultural tradition. It is believed to protect virginity, which increases marriageability and assures financial security. To put the rates of female circumcision you've heard into perspective, this map shows the varying rates of FGC throughout all of Africa. While religion is an important part of life in Africa, it does not seem to be as significant a driving force behind FGC as cultural factors are. The effects of female circumcision remain at the center of many heated debates, and opinions often differ between indigenous cultures and international organizations that observe them. While these debates are bound to continue, it is important to recognize that this issue is not as black and white as it may seem, and a culturally relative approach undoubtedly needs to be taken when attempting to tackle any such issues.
Hawa, what do you think of the fact that this doesn't happen in my country?
But
would it not be better to not see your children, your daughters, in pain and to not run the risk of dying in childbirth?